Hey guys, for today's video, I thought it'd be fun to do a chit chat. Get ready with me, let's do our makeup, let's do our hair. So let's go ahead and get started. So I did already curl my hair. I have not brushed out my curls yet. I used the Beachwaver S.75 and now I'm just kind of letting them set and cool. I'm gonna use these clips and just clip away my hair so I can do my makeup. I hate when I see influencers with their hair all in their face when they're doing their makeup. I'm like, move your hair. All the products I use, I will list below. So I'm first just gonna go in with my eyebrow pencil. I have already prepped my skin and done all that fun stuff. So I'm using the e.l.f. Precise Eyebrow Pencil in taupe and I just filled them in a little bit. But I hope everyone had a good Christmas and they're having a good New Year so far. I got to see family for Christmas. So yeah, Christmas was good. My 2 and my 4-year-old are at a stage where they understand Christmas for the most part, and they were just a blast to watch open gifts this year. I'm sad it's over. We took down all of our decorations like a few days after Christmas. Usually I wait until after the new year, and I was like, just not feeling it. I want it down. I want the clutter gone. I have not tinted my eyebrows in a while. Usually I will use the Just for Men and like the beard dye kit. I have not used that in a while. I was looking at an old picture of my eyebrows when I used to use brow serum. I'm gonna insert it somewhere up here, and oh my gosh, those furry little caterpillars were quite intense. I don't think I realized it until now, how bushy they were. I mean, that serum definitely worked, by all means. And my lashes, I used to use lash serum too. They were crazy too. I don't use lash serum anymore just because I had like a botched LASIK procedure. Love that for me. The percentage of people that get LASIK done and actually have like trouble after LASIK is very small. And of course, I was a part of that small percentage. Go figure. Honestly, probably shouldn't have gotten LASIK. I should have done like PRK or something, but they said I would be a good candidate for LASIK, even though I had thin corneas. Should have been my first red flag, but I didn't know, and now I could have trouble with my eyesight in the future. Hard telling, but as of right now, it's okay. Right eye is still like a little blurry. Then my left, what are you gonna do? I can't do anything. Just gotta keep monitoring it and hope for the best. So I'm using my Rare Beauty. This is an under eye corrector. I have crazy dark circles and I just cannot get rid of them. I feel like I've tried everything and they're still there. Every single under eye corrector I use is just not intense enough. So if you know of a good under eye corrector, drop it down in the comments below so I can check it out, because I'm always on the hunt for one. This one does a pretty good job, but I need something like intense. So you can see this is just enough to like brighten it and hide some of the discoloration, but Mama needs more. It's so weird. I will get like random bruises. I don't know if these are from my kids, random scratches. I'm like, where is all of this coming from? I don't understand. I'm gonna use this CC cream. It's from Itcosmetics. It is my favorite. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of these like tanner drops just to give me a tanner face. I'm not gonna use too much. That's good. When it gets to be the summertime, I like going in with like a tinted moisturizer rather than like a CC cream, just because the less makeup, the better, but it's the dead of winter, so this is what we're using right now. So 2023 was a crazy year, full of highs, full of lows. This is looking kind of dark. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, so we built our house. I'm in my brand new house, which is amazing. It took 5 months to build. We actually built with the Amish. They quoted us significantly cheaper than what like local builders were quoting us. Of course we went with Amish. I mean, Amish, they do great work. We knew friends that had built with him, and no regrets, honestly, besides the fact that he was extremely hard to get a hold of. So different Amish, their communication, it differs based on like their bishop, I guess. And our builder's bishop, I guess, did not believe in cell phones. So we had to communicate with our builder via his home phone, and he would like fax and do all that from his house. He didn't email, nothing. So if he wasn't home, we weren't getting a hold of our builder. So it was kind of frustrating. We'd have to like leave him a message, and he was always good about getting back to us, but when we needed something like right then and there, and if he wasn't home, we couldn't get in touch with him. So that was a little frustrating, but him and his workers did such a good job. I mean, they started at the end of February and finished like the second week of July. That is quick. We did not build like a mansion or anything. We built just a cute little ranch style house. Honestly love it. We have 24 acres of land, and it is very peaceful and quiet where we live. It is way different than our house in Florida. If you didn't know, we lived in Florida for a couple of years. I'm Indiana, born and raised, but we wanted a change. So when I was pregnant with Knox, we up and moved to Florida, and oh, that was a crazy time, honestly. If we knew then what we knew now, I don't think we would have moved. I mean, it was just horrible timing. I got pregnant with Knox when we were already in the process of deciding that we wanted to go to Florida. So instead of saying like, no, we're gonna stay in Indiana, we just went for it. We went to Florida, and we were like, you know, life is short, why not? In the midst of moving to Florida, had Knox in Florida, and then a few months after I had Knox, COVID hit. As we all know, COVID shut down everything, and we just never like got to really enjoy Florida. Like, you think about Florida, you think about going to the beach, you think about boating and just doing a bunch of like outdoor activities. And yes, we did enjoy the beach, but we just did not get to enjoy and experience Florida like we wanted to. After COVID and things started reopening, well, then I got pregnant with Nash, and he was my little surprise baby. Didn't know I was pregnant with him. Found out when I was 6 months. I was breastfeeding and just kind of ignored all the probably symptoms of being pregnant because I just thought it was me breastfeeding and whatever. I have a whole video on that, I'll link it, but yeah, it was wild, man. So once we had 2 kids back to back, we were like, you know what? It is hard not having family around. So we hightailed it back to Indiana. We sold our beautiful house that was in a cute neighborhood. Well, it was like a residential street, but I loved all of our neighbors. I just loved our house. It had a pool. It was always warm. Here, the weather sucks, but that's really the only negative. So yeah, I think my last like chit chat, makeup, get ready with me, I had talked about our house like starting to be built, I think, and how I wanted to garden and kind of live that more like self-sufficient lifestyle. And I think I kind of did. So I did a garden and had no idea what I was doing. I actually started from seeds, or tried to. They did grow, but when I tried to transplant them, that's when it all went wrong. So I don't know if I'll start from seeds again. That was a lot of work, and we don't have a greenhouse or anything, and I don't know. Maybe one day, but anyways, we just bought from a local nursery place, planted, and had a pretty successful garden. Definitely learned a lot. I learned like where not to plant things and how much to plant something up, how much to space it. I didn't really pay attention to spacing, which you need to, okay? I planted carrots and they were all like intertwined within each other. It was bad. It was bad. I really enjoy gardening, and I'm excited to do it again this year. I want to do like a flower cut garden too, and just stay busy with my garden. I do also want to try canning. So I wanted to try it last year, but I was pretty overwhelmed by my garden and just felt like it wasn't good timing. So we're gonna retry that this year. I'm gonna buy a pressure canner, and I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It could go horribly wrong, but you know what? You live and you learn. I love this highlighter. It is so pretty. I'm just waiting for my kids to come in and interrupt my video. I can hear one coming in right now. Hey, can you take that in your playroom? I've been using this pink powder. It's like a filter. It is so pretty. Do you guys see how pretty it is? I wanted to film, actually I did film a lot of like the building process, and I wanted to post it, but I don't know, I'm just at a point in my life where I don't want to show everything, you know? And people on the internet are so weird and creepy, and I just don't want everyone knowing what the inside of my house looks like, you know? I mean, I'll show you guys a little snippet here maybe, but for the most part, like, I just want to be more private. I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use a bronzer. I love using just a bronzer all over my eye and into my crease. It's so important to blend thoroughly with eyeshadows because you do not want it to be muddy or patchy. So my son NYX, he is 4. He is extremely autistic. He is definitely high on the autism scale. He goes to ABA therapy, which is applied behavioral analysis or something. I forget what that stands for. It's basically one-on-one therapy all day, every day. Not every day, but 5 days a week, Monday. It's to help him just try to, I don't want to say normal, but try to just be able to be out in the real world without a ton of assistance. Because right now he requires a lot of hand holding, and there's things that he just can't do. I just really don't want him to struggle in school and just struggle in life. So I've been doing ABA therapy since end of July 2023, and we're gonna keep him in it. I thought maybe I could take him out and let him attend preschool, but I think we're just gonna have to keep him in ABA therapy probably another year, and then he'll go to kindergarten and hopefully he can function okay. It's very scary. I've always thought about homeschooling, but man, I just my husband would love for me to homeschool, and I would love to homeschool, but I don't think I can do it. I really don't. Especially not, like, I have a full-time job. YouTube, social media is not my full-time job, you guys. I have a full-time 40-hour-a-week job. YouTube, everything else, it's just extra. I got these the other day. Do you see how pretty they are? Look at my finger. They have all sorts of colors. I saw this and I was like, oh, I wore this all day. It did not crease, nothing. You know how like foiled shadows can crease and just look really bad? This does not do that. My 2-year-old Nash, he is talking up a storm. Like, I'm used to NYX like not talking much at all, which he's gotten better with therapy and with hearing Nash talk all the time. So it's just so funny hearing him say like sentences and ask questions, and I mean, he's right on target for his age group, which is great. But it's just different hearing him talk when I went so long without hearing NYX talk. See? Look how pretty that is. So I'm actually gonna take a darker eyeshadow. You can use whatever dark eyeshadow you have. And I'm just gonna kind of smudge it. I always get asked what kind of like makeup brushes I use, and I just have like a whole array of random brushes. I don't think you can go wrong with like Real Techniques, Itcosmetics, Sigma. I mean, really any brushes at like Ulta. Just go to Ulta and you'll find plenty. I'm just gonna tap this like right along my lash line. And I kind of focus it mostly on my outer corner. And then any that is like left, I'll just kind of tap that in towards my inner corner. And then I just kind of blend it. It can be messy, it doesn't matter. If you have fine lines under your eyes like I do, I always recommend using like an eyeshadow underneath your eyes. This kind of hides those fine lines. So I'm just taking a bronzer, putting that all underneath. And as long as you blend it well, it's not gonna look like you got a black eye or punched in the face or anything like that. Then I'm just gonna take that brush that had the dark eyeshadow on it. I'm not gonna pick up any new eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use what's on the brush and put it in the outer part of my eye. Curl my lashes. So January 29th of 2023, my mother passed away unexpectedly. She was 61 years old, super young. When I say unexpected, she died of a heart attack. No one saw it coming. So it was a huge shock, huge surprise for my family. Mom and I hadn't been the closest these past few years, and I feel like that's just always going to eat at me. Just wishing I would have talked to her, wishing I would have seen her more, and you know, just all the normal regrets you have when someone leaves this earth. So I try, although I think of my mom every single day, I try not to like really, it's hard to explain. I just try not to like really think about her not being here, because that's when I get really upset and sad, like I'm about to do now. So hold on, I'm not gonna cry. I just did my makeup. I'm sure a lot of people are like me, and they are stubborn and I don't want to say hold grudges, but hold grudges. Just remember that tomorrow is not promised, and just pick up the phone, make that phone call, or go hang out with someone that you haven't seen in a while, because you just don't know when their last day is going to be. And that will, like I said, forever just eat at me. And I didn't want to cry. So I wouldn't ruin my makeup. I want to do like a cut flower garden. It is in memory of my mom. Growing up, I always remember her planting flowers and growing flowers, and she loved flowers. She would always get so excited when her flowers did well, and it'll just kind of be like my little thing now. It'll always remind me of my mom. And you guys will notice I have this necklace on. These are my mother's ashes. So this necklace is very special to me. This is actually her ring too that she had on when she passed away. So I wear this every single day. It is hard, so you just a reminder that you don't know what anyone is going through. So just be kind to everyone. And like I said, life is short. Go out and live, experience things, talk to your family, hang out with them, hug them, tell them you love them. All right, so I'm going to do my mascara. This is YSL. This is like a bougie mascara, and they sent it to me, and I do like it, but I don't think I would ever, I can only imagine how much this costs. Usually I just use L'Oreal Telescopic. I think I want to vlog more. If anyone has been here for a while, you know that I used to vlog all the time with my oldest son. He was always in my vlogs. He loved doing vlogs with me. My oldest is 16, which is crazy. I feel like it was yesterday that I was making that video on here about being 16 and pregnant, which I filmed that when I was like maybe 26 or 25. I don't remember. But it feels like yesterday. Time freaking flies. I always had fun making vlogs, and the only bad thing about vlogs is how long it takes to edit. I never knew parenting was this hard. I mean, I was a mom at 16 years old, and you would think that would be hard, and it was hard, but it was a different kind of hard. Being a young mom at 16 was not hard physically like it is now. It was more hard, got boogers all on my nose, more hard financially. I mean, obviously I didn't have a career, I didn't have anything, literally nothing. But I was just a kid myself back then, so like I could keep up with my son then, and you know, I wasn't exhausted at the end of the day like I am now. I had respect to moms, because it is not an easy job. And mad respect to dads. Dads get credit too. My husband, he's such a good dad to our little boys. Our little boys love him so much, and he deserves all the credit too. And I'm just gonna quickly outline my lips. I don't do it. I don't like overline. I think that looks ridiculous sometimes on people. I'm just gonna do that. I use my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. Why am I showing you guys this? This is the lip gloss I'm using. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge. I have a nice lip gloss in my purse, but this is just like my makeup bag lip gloss that is probably 3 years old. I'm gonna just spray some face setting spray. That way our makeup lasts all day. I'm gonna let that dry my next. I don't wanna put my hair down and then have it stick. I'm just gonna take these clips out and we're gonna brush my hair. So pretty. So cute. Seriously, if you don't have a Beachwaver and you're looking for a new curling iron, highly suggest it. It is such a good curling iron. That is my chit chat. Get ready with me. I hope you guys like this video. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.
Say I love you.
I love you.
Can you blow the camera kisses?